Hello everyone, today I'm going to read you a book about birds. This is a nonfiction book, so that means it's true. It's going to tell you true information about birds. Before I get started, I want you to think of things you already know about birds, and I want you to think of something that you're wondering about birds, like a question that you have about birds that you don't know the answer to. And then as I'm reading this, I'm also going to talk to you a little bit about text features. Text features are sometimes in nonfiction books, and they help a reader understand what they're reading, and sometimes it gives you more information about the topic that you're reading about. So first I'm going to show you what text features are, and then I'm going to read the book to you. And then at the end, you're going to think about the new things that you've learned, and if you're wondering anything else. This is also an activity on your choice board for this week. On that activity for the choice board, you go outside and you look for birds with a family member. You can think about what they look like. What are they doing? Are they flying? Are they in a nest? Okay, and then you can also take a picture of it and then post it to this video, okay? So let's go ahead and get started and let's talk about some birds. All right, so these are some text features. In this book, you're going to be seeing table of contents, some captions, and you'll be seeing a glossary and an index. A table of contents comes at the beginning of the book. The captions are under a picture, and those tell you information about the picture. A glossary comes at the end of a book, and in that glossary, it tells you what some words mean that are inside the book. So that means if you come across a word that when you're reading a book and you don't know what it means, you go back to the glossary, and it's going to tell you what that word means. So then you can understand what you're reading. The index is also at the end of the book. The index is going to tell you some words that are inside the book. If you want to find a word in the book, you go to the index, and then it shows you the word, and then it tells you a page number next to it. And then you go to that page number, and then there's the word. Okay, so now let's read a little bit about birds. So this book is called Birds, Winged and Feathered Animals. It's written by Suzanne Slade and illustrated by Kristen Kest. Okay, so now this is called the table of contents. This is a text feature, and it comes at the beginning of a book. In this book, we have the table of contents, and it's going to tell you the information that you're going to read in this book. It has the titles for each of the parts of the book that you're going to read. So if you only wanted to read one part of the book, you would find that title, and then you'd find the page number, and that's where you'd go to read. A world full of animals. Millions of animals live on our planet. Scientists classify animals or group them together by looking at how the animals are alike or different. 6 of the more familiar main groups of animals living on Earth are mammals, birds, reptiles, amphibians, fish, and insects. Let's take a closer look at birds. So you see on the bottom of this page, you'll see a light green box. That's called a caption. And it's going to tell us a little bit about what the picture is showing us. We aren't going to read those today, but those are what captions are. When you find those, it tells you a little bit more about the picture. Feathers and wings. All birds have feathers and wings. Feathers protect birds' skin from the sun and keep birds warm during winter. Feathers are also lightweight and help birds fly. Most birds have strong wings and can fly fast and far. Many travel hundreds of miles each year when they migrate to new places. On this page, you'll see some words next to the picture. These are called labels. These are labeling what type of birds these are. There's ringneck ducks and mallard ducks. And once again, at the bottom of the page, you see a caption telling us a little bit more about the picture. Bones and blood. Every bird has a skeleton made of a backbone and other small bones inside its body. Animals with backbones are called vertebrates. Many bird bones have spaces of air in them. These light bones allow birds to fly better. Birds have hearts with 4 chambers or large spaces. They are also warm-blooded animals. That means their body temperature almost always stays the same. Beginning as an egg. A bird's life begins inside an egg covered with a hard shell. Most female birds lay their eggs in nests. A parent bird often sits on the eggs to keep them safe and warm until the young birds hatch. Parent birds bring food to their young until the young are old enough to leave the nest. Birds can fly a few weeks after hatching. These birds are called barn swallows. Home sweet home. Birds live in different habitats all around the world. Many birds, such as colorful macaws and parrots, live in warm, sunny places. These are the parrot and a macaw. The hot, dry desert is home to the singing cactus wren, who is sitting on top of the cactus. Large roadrunners also love to sprint across the desert sand at speeds of about 17 miles per hour. The bird with the longer legs is called the roadrunner. Perching and water birds. Robins, cardinals, which are the redbirds, and other perching birds live in woodlands and gardens. These birds have 4 strong toes that grip branches tightly. A perching bird does not fall off a branch when it sleeps because its toes keep squeezing as it snoozes. Water birds live near lakes, rivers, and oceans. Most are graceful swimmers as well as strong flyers. Ducks, swans, and geese use their webbed feet to paddle on the water. Storks and flamingos have long stick-like legs. They wade in the shallow water in search for food. So you'll notice that some birds have feet like the perching birds, and then some birds have webbed feet like the water birds. Hungry birds. Birds that hunt and kill other animals for food are called predators. Eagles and owls are predators. They have great eyesight and good sharp claws to catch their prey. Vultures and other scavenger birds eat dead animals. Scavengers use their sense of smell to find food. Many birds, such as peacocks and chickens, eat seeds and fruit. Some birds dine on insects and worms. Flightless birds. That means birds that don't fly. All birds have wings, but not all birds can fly. Flightless birds have other ways of getting around. With their short legs, penguins waddle slowly across surfaces. In water, their wings work like flippers to help them swim fast. Ostriches and emus have long, strong legs for running. An ostrich can run as fast as 43 miles per hour. Strange birds. Swifts spend most of their lives in the air. They eat, mate, and even sleep while flying. Bee-eaters have an unusual diet. They often munch on bees and wasps. Hummingbirds are amazing flyers. They can hover in one place and fly backward. Okay, so this is called the glossary. This is at the end of the book. These are some words that are inside of the book, and it has the definition or the meaning next to the word. So if you don't know what a word means, you come back to the glossary, and it tells you what the word means, and then you can go back to the page you're on and reread it, and then it will make sense to you. This is the index. The index also comes at the end of the book. You'll see here all the index has are words and page numbers. That means if you want to go back to a page and read about a word, you find the word in the index, and then you find the page number it's on. So like that first one there, it says backbone. It's on page 4 and 8. So if I turned back to 4, I would find the word backbone on there. If I turned back to page 8, I'd find the word backbone on there as well. Okay, so now that we read the book about birds, what's some new information that you learned? What's something you're still wondering? Now, what I want you to do is go outside, go look for some birds, see what they're doing. What do they look like? What birds do you see? Are they eating something? Okay, be thinking of those and go outside and look for some birds with a family member. Take some pictures and post it to this video. I hope you have fun doing it. Bye!